Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, back with another Q&A series. So I'll be doing this more often because I usually get close to about 50 to 100 questions on a daily basis on Facebook. I'm not even talking about YouTube or Instagram. So I will be kind of clearing this backlog of my Facebook questions so that everybody gets to know my perspective on their questions, because I think this has been hanging for quite a while now. These questions, I really don't like it that if I don't get to answer your questions. So quickly, let's just take our questions, start taking questions. So this question has come to me from Gaurav Anand. He says, "Sir, I want to know about Expel tablets. Is Expel help to reduce body fat and helps to get abs? Actually, my abs not clear. So what should I do? How can it be visible? I hope you will help me." And many other be answering like this. Well, Gaurav, thank you for your question. I've used Expel. Expel is nothing but they help you reduce some water from your body. But hey, if you're looking at getting abs by using such a product like Expel or any other fat burner for that matter, it will not be of any help unless and until your diet is in place and you're creating that calorie deficit. I talk about it over and over again. I'm going to tell you that also, that supplements won't help. They will only give you that 5% extra edge. So if you really want to kind of get your abs out, you first of all start need to train heavy with weights. I don't know, how do you never talked about your strength training routine? Maybe if you talk about it, I can help you. What kind of routine you should be following up. So this is one. So I don't think you should invest in Expel right now. You should pretty much look at training heavy and eating clean. So Expel as a product, my perspective, I think it's very mild. They claim it's natural. It's both for men and women, and I think it's okay. Just like any other supplement, no great shake. So and I was okay with its results. Wasn't too happy. If you really want, I've seen a lot of bodybuilders, stacking Expel with nitric oxide, because Expel helps you lose out that water slowly, steadily, and nitrix on the other hand gives you that pump because it has that L-arginine effect onto it. So you may want to try that if you have the money. So I hope this answers your question. So next question. This one's from Harshabab Jhangra. He says, "Hello sir, I'm 19 years old, weighing 64. I'm an ectomorph. I want to ask that while taking a high carb diet, would I be able to build abs, or should I not train abs right now?" Harshabab, brother, you're only 19, man, and think beyond abs. There is life. I know, abs is like a, what do you call it? The epitome of fitness, the gold standard of fitness. But hey, you have age on your side. First of all, think of building more muscle. You're only 64 kg right now. Just think of packing on more mass. You can probably start lifting heavy, and probably give yourself another 3 to 6 months, or probably 12 to 24 weeks, wherein you can build more muscle. And the way to build muscle is to lift heavy. You may want to focus on that. And yes, being an ectomorph, you really don't have to worry about body fat, because it's not going to be that difficult for you to be in that fat percentage of about 10 to 15%, because you're genetically very lean. So you can take a high carb diet and also at the same time ensure that the fat doesn't come to your body, because genetically you're blessed, you're an ectomorph. So don't worry about it. To your question, while taking a high carb diet, would I be able to build abs? Of course, as an ectomorph you can, but me as an endomorph, or anybody as a mix of endo and ecto, they can't. So for you, it's an added advantage. Make use of it. But first of all, think of adding more muscle. So I hope this answers your question. Next is G. Puneet Kulkarni. That's a very interesting question. He says, "Hi Tarun, Milind Soman in his every interview said he eats dal chawal, he doesn't take whey protein or any sort of supplements, he does not follow any diet plan, yet he completed Ironman and runs marathons in every city so effortlessly. What is your opinion on that? Is he just blessed with good genetics?" Your humble fan. Well, Puneet, Milind Soman, I really respect the guy, man. He has shown the world that, age is just a number. He's in his probably, I think he's going to be touching 50. I think he is already 50, I guess. And, he's super fit. He runs marathon. And, of course, he's genetically blessed. If you look at him, and I've been following him ever since his 90s, from his days of, when he did a music video for Alisha Chinoy Made in India. And I've been following him. And, if you were to look at him, he has aged very, very gracefully. He's one guy that I really admire and look up to when it comes to fitness, because he's shown the world that, you know what, if you train hard, if you eat clean, you can age in the way you want to. As far as your question that he does not follow any diet plan, yes, he may not follow any diet plan, because think about it, the amount of running he do, he runs pretty much for hours, and his training pattern will be very, very rigorous, so he can get away with any food that he eats. If anyone else were to do it, oh man, I'm telling you, you're inviting trouble. But he is genetically blessed, and I really like the way what he's doing to his body. He's actually taking on to another level. Yes, so he's blessed. We really have to work really extra, unlike him. So I hope this answers your question. Next is Groovy Sohal. So he says, all your videos I saw are awesome. Could you suggest me a good gym program? 14 years old. Please reply, sir. He says, replay, sir. Reply. So, Groovy, buddy, you're only 14 years, though you may start a weight training program, but hey, why don't you just wait for some more time? Why don't you just get into, some sports or something? I'm not saying that you should not, being a 14-year-old, you can't train. Of course, you can train with weights. You can also lift heavy weight, but I think, I would suggest you work out more outdoors right now, follow more of a functional training program, and there are many gyms out there which offer great functional training programs. Probably you may want to enroll into that, and these functional training will really, really kind of help you pack on strength, and by the time you hit the gym, probably you may want to give it a shot when you're 16 or 17. It will really help you. So hold on for a few years, buddy, and start training with weights via functional training. Don't get into the gym so far, it's too early. Next, Vinay Chhetri. He says, sir, me lean muscular physique चाहता हूँ, उसके लिए वर्कआउट तो है, पर डाइट में घर का खाना जैसे दाल, रोटी, सब्जी एक्सेट्रा, या एक स्ट्रिक्ट डाइट फॉलो करूँ, हाफ कुक्ड वेजिटेबल, बॉइल्ड दाल और ये सब. Vinay, I think your question is that, what kind of diet should I follow when it comes to weight training? I usually like boiled dal because it's more nutritious. I really don't like tadka dal because, being a vegetarian, the options are very limited. Yes, the Indian food may sound healthy, but at times, it can get very unhealthy with food. So I would suggest, if you really want to pack on muscle, you got to do something which is extraordinary. You can't do things which everyone else does. So yes, boiled vegetables, and not boiled vegetables, sauteed vegetables, which includes broccoli, your snow peas and chickpeas and carrots, everything just sorted there. Have boiled dal ka pani is also equally good. You can have that. So you got to look at having nutrition in every meal of yours, and this is great. So don't have you can actually do a balanced approach, or sometimes you have ghar ka khana, because your mom would be really pushy, because you appear to be very young, so you would not like it if you're not eating food. And plus, one day you can also have your own food, which is boiled dal and sorted vegetables. So you got to have a mixed approach. Then comes Heather Sayyed. He says, मेरा नाम शबाद है सर, मुझे आपसे tips चाहिए, but he hasn't asked me what tips है, so I'm going to skip that. This is Farhan Chatha. He says, sir, मेरे face पर pimples बहुत निकलते हैं, please advise me. So Farhan, this is again has to do with acne, and usually I get many questions around acne. This usually happens to as a reaction to some kind of supplement, drug, or food. You may want to check that what food is bothering you. Just keep a tab and just keep a journal of what you eat. This will actually help you so you want to know the root cause of this. I may give you a solution. The solution is simple. Go to the chemist or a pharmacist, and there are many creams available out there. But get to the root of it. In terms of what food or drug. When I say drug, I mean any medication that you've been taking, which has led to it. So you may want to check on that. Then there's another question, Sheldon Rodrigues. He says, hi Tarun, I'm Sheldon from Mumbai. I'm an ectomorph. I'm 20 years old, 6 feet, and weight 56 kg. Great height, my friend. He says, I don't go to the gym, but I plan to go from April. I would like to know what should the workout schedule, and what should I consider in my diet. Should I consider taking mass gainer or glucose or whey protein? Now, Sheldon, buddy, you're only 20 and you don't even go to the gym. And before you go to the gym, you're already thinking of what supplement you would take. Why don't you just go to the gym and train first, and then we talk about supplements, buddy? It's not it's like, you You haven't even started playing a sport and you're thinking of which clothes do I buy or which racket should I buy. No, first get a hand of, get a grip of that particular sport. Similarly, go to the gym and figure out, how training is and what kind of training pattern works for you, because you're new to it. Chances are you will take about good few weeks to kind of get accustomed to the program. After that, you may think of supplementing with, I'll let you know. I would suggest whey protein, but don't go for mass gainers. As an ectomorph, we tend to bend towards mass gainers because hoping that that will give us that extra weight, but it doesn't happen. So I would actually bend towards a good whey protein source, and there are many available in the market. But hey, Sheldon, focus more on training. Get to the gym and see how that goes for you. Then is Mazi Zain. He says, how can I want to know about losing fat. Again, Z, please, ask me specific questions. Unless and until I know your body type, I will not be able to answer that question. So I would skip that. The last question of the day that I would take is Akash Raniga. He says, sir, I'm a pure vegetarian and mostly do home workout. I wanted to know what diet should I follow to bulk up. Oh, and I don't want to use any chemical in order to get bulk. Please help. I like the way you've put it, Akash Raniga. Some of the food products, some of the food supplements do use chemicals, and yes, I'm happy with the approach that, you are one of those guys who don't want to take supplements at this early age, which is a good approach, which is a good thing. So you're a pure vegetarian and you want to do home workout. So why don't you get into functional training? And this is something that I've been preaching and telling everyone, because functional training, which includes, body weight exercises, we could start with a pull-up, push-up, squatting, running, some sort of the other, and you can build up your endurance. And this is one of the great strength and conditioning workouts as well. But if you really want to bulk up, I don't think so you can bulk up at following a home workout. Unless it's it's a military workout or insanity kind of workout. I doubt it. You really have to go to the gym to bulk up, my friend. So at home, usually I haven't seen any luck in terms of bulking up. So please go get yourself a good gym membership, and then we talk about bulking up. So this is the set of questions for today, guys. So I keep doing these Q&A every day for you to get some perspective and answers. Till the time we meet again, keep writing in. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. So until we meet again, peace.